Yeah, this will outdo the Brazil 3 DVD version. My good people, hello. My name is Amir Questlove Thompson, and I'm here to talk about my directorial debut, which is entitled Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. The Summer of Soul is a documentation of a very crucial year, 1969, in the city of Harlem. A festival is thrown throughout that summer. It had all the acts of the day. Everyone was on the show. And I guess the producers of the show kind of felt like there was enough star power to make this into a television special. And absolutely nobody thought that this was interesting enough. So as a result, this footage sat in the basement for 50 years. One of the earliest complete James Brown shows you find, it's like 1967. And this is a guy that has had a career for 10 years beforehand. For the powers that be, Black entertainment wasn't all that interesting. It was so hard to find any press coverage or news programs. It was like it never happened. And that to me was sad. And that's actually, the story of a lot of Black entertainment. Like there's not a lot of documentation of those crucial years during the civil rights period. So the story just started to write itself. And I felt it was my duty to give it justice. We started to notice that the parallels of what life was in 1969 were also mirroring what's happening 50 years later with the Black Lives Matter movement. So suddenly this started a metamorphosis, less about just strictly concert footage and more about, are we still living this unending cycle 50 years later that we were sort of dealing with back in 1969? COVID-19 hit us exactly in the middle of March when we were about less than 48 hours from knocking out a lot of crucial interviews. We just had to get inventive and learn how to Zoom interviews and all those things. But, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have it any other way because this forced us to think of new ideas and come up with new concepts. And this is probably the best education that someone who did not go to NYU Film School could have went through to learn the process of filmmaking. In 2018, no exaggeration, I had 17 jobs. Someone, and by someone I mean my girlfriend. It was like, the average person probably reaches for three things. Like you should probably, three for you is probably maybe 7 things, but 17 things is, you're putting yourself in you're doing too much. Like if you let 10 of these things go, I guarantee you, like your world will open. You'll find out what your true destiny is. I feel like now it's my destiny to really tell these stories the way that I want to. I have 2 projects lined up after this. So, yep, that's my new route to destiny.